Good morning, boys and girls. It's nice to see everyone here for another integrated science class. You are all looking bright and beautiful and ready to learn as usual. So today we will continue on the topic pollution. Right, we will be looking at a type of pollution today. To get our lesson started, I will show you 4 pictures on a page, after which you will tell me which type of pollution we will be looking at today. Now take 1 minute and observe the pictures, and then you will tell me which type of pollution you're looking at. Good, I trust that everyone would have observed the pictures carefully. Now, Susan, can you tell me which type of pollution we will be looking at? Correct, noise pollution. To begin our lesson, I will show you a video, and from that video, I would like you to make notes. The notes will be useful to you during the class.
Let's learn about noise pollution today. Sounds are everywhere around us. We wake up to an alarm clock. Your cat meows. But sounds sometimes reach a volume that is harmful for people and animals alike. If sounds get too loud or last too long, they become noise pollution. For example, noisy bombs and fiery crackers. Sound is measured in the units of decibels and is denoted by the dB. With extended exposure, noises that reach a level of 85 dB can cause hearing loss. Let's see some sources that cause noise pollution. Transportation. Loud sounds from airplanes and helicopters, vehicles on road, constantly make a lot of unbearable noise that results in pollution. Household sources. Few gadgets like food mixer grinder, vacuum cleaner, washing machine, music systems, etc. can be sometimes very harmful. Social events. Places of worship, discos, parties, and some other social events also create a lot of ear-splitting noise. Industrial activities. Powerful sound from big industries, printing presses, construction sites, etc. contribute to noise pollution. Natural events. Loud noise of heavy rains, earthquake, heavy roaring sound from animals, fast wind, volcano eruption, etc. all cause noise. Noise pollution can result in anxiety, hypertension, tinnitus, hearing loss, sleep disturbances, and other harmful effects in humans and animals. We should always follow some tips for prevention of noise pollution. Planting more and more trees is a very good way to reduce noise pollution, as plants absorb sound. Machines with blatant noise should be installed far from locality. Noise of jarring horns, noisy trucks and motorbikes with damaged pipes should be banned. Noise-producing industries, airports, and railway stations should be little far from the residential area. Misuse of public announcement systems should be avoided. There should be silent zones near schools, colleges, hospitals, etc. Everybody should follow these steps to control noise pollution.
Now class, before we begin our lesson, let's look at the objectives of our lesson today. So today our task is to define the term noise pollution, state at least 4 causes of noise pollution in the environment, and lastly state at least 3 effects of noise pollution in the environment. So by the end of the lesson, you will be able to define the term noise pollution, state at least 4 causes of noise pollution in the environment, and state at least 3 effects of noise pollution in the environment. What is noise pollution? Let's define it. Noise pollution is generally defined as regular exposure to elevated sound levels that may lead to adverse effects in humans or other living things. So, noise pollution is any unwanted sound in the environment that is affecting us. Next, let's look at the causes of noise pollution. Now, in our environment, we have street traffic sounds from cars, buses, pedestrians, and ambulances. And those cause noise pollution because they honk horns, ring bells, and blow sirens when they are passing by or to get through the heavy traffic. Next, we have construction sounds like drilling or other heavy machinery in operations. And this, an example of this was when our roadways are being done. We have those big rollers that smooth out the road. We have the BK trucks that bring the material to throw on the road. Next, we have airports with constant elevated sound from air traffic, that is the plane taking off and landing. Now, have you ever been to an airport? I'm sure you would have been to an airport at least once. Now, when you're at the airport, you hear a whistling sound when the plane is going to land. Don't you agree? Now, that is a form of noise pollution, and that is one of the reasons why people are not supposed to live around the airport, because that whistling sound can cause you to become deaf. So that is a cause of noise pollution. Next, we have constant loud music or in or near commercial venues. Now we all know in each village we may have like a disco, or we may have an individual that always hosts weddings, parties, and other such events that would require the hiring of a music set. Now, when they would hire these music sets, they are supposed to stop playing music at a certain time. However, that don't happen. They continue to play music until the neighbors start complaining. Don't you agree with me? Yes, that's what they do. Right? And lastly, we have workplace sounds. Now, an example of a workplace sound would be if we have an open office. Now, in an open office, we would have cubicles where we have everyone. However, we can still hear Sam clicking on his keyboard when he is typing his work. Now, that there is noise pollution because it can cause distraction to the other person that is in the cubicle next to him. A next example of workplace sound would be the operation of a printer, where you would be printing a document or scanning a document to be printed. The printer would make a clicking sound. So all of those are examples of the causes of noise pollution. Next, we have effects. Now, we can't have causes without having effects. Now, some effects of noise pollution would be hypertension. This is high blood pressure. Next, we would have hearing loss. This means that you wouldn't be able to hear out of your ears, even though you have ears. Next, we have sleep deprivation. As we were discussing before, if you're area at a disco and they play music for their events when they have them, they would disturb the people in the area, causing them not to be able to sleep at night. Next, we have child development. Now, if a child is not able to get the proper rest they need in their developmental stages, they would not be able to grow and be healthy enough, because remember, if there is noise in the neighborhood, the child can't sleep, which would lead to them having developmental issues. These are effects of noise pollution. solutions to noise pollution. I would like you to form yourselves into groups of 3, and each group will come up with one solution for noise pollution. Now, take 5 minutes and form yourselves into groups and come up with your solutions. Good. I trust that everyone would have their solution to noise pollution. Are you ready to share? Let's start with the group with Michael. Michael, what solution for noise pollution did your group come up with? You have wearing earbuds. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Very good. Yes, we can wear earbuds if there is noise in our environment and we can't take it. We just plug up our ears and we won't be able to hear anything. Okay? Let's hear from the group with Erica. Yes, Erica, what did your group come up with? Oh, so you're saying according to the video, we should plant more trees. Yes, we should plant more trees, but what is the purpose of planting those trees? The trees will break the noise. Okay, very good. It's nice to see that you were paying attention to the video. Next, we have the group with Jason. Now, Jason, can you tell me what solution your group would have come up with? Lowering volumes. Very good. You would have all chosen very good solutions for noise pollution. Now, I would like each group to share their answers with the other group so everyone would have at least 3 solutions for noise pollution. Good. Now, since you would have done that, let's recap what we would have learned today. Now, today we would have learned what is noise pollution. Now, can anyone tell me what is noise pollution? Yes, Samantha, let's hear from you. Correct, very good. Noise pollution is any unwanted sound in the environment that causes disturbance. Very good. I like how you turned that into your own definition. Thank you. Next, we would have looked at causes of noise pollution. Can anyone list at least 2 causes out of the 5 causes we would have listed for noise pollution? Yes, we have street traffic. Correct. Thank you for that, Tiffany. Next, another one. Tiffany. We have the airport. Thank you, Tiffany. Very good. Good. After the causes, we would have looked at effects of noise pollution. Let's hear from Mary. Yes, Mary. List 2 effects of noise pollution out of the 5 effects we would have listed. Hypertension, correct. Another one. Sleep deprivation. Very good. You were paying attention. I like that. And then we would have looked at solutions for noise pollution. And you guys would have came up with wearing earbuds, lowering our volumes, and planting more trees. Good. Since we would have recapped our lesson, we would have engaged in a class activity. Our lesson for today is done. However, we have to carry out further learning. So, for homework, I would like you to make a poster to illustrate the different forms of noise pollution in the environment. This is going to be fun. I want you to be very creative with your posters. You can draw, you can collect clippings to make your posters. Make it very pretty and creative. Okay, class? Now this brings us to the end of our class for today. Now thank you for participating in our goodbye and see you in our